Hong Kong, President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, traded threats this week about the size, location and potency of their nuclear buttons. The image of a leader with a finger on a button, a trigger capable of launching a world-ending strike, has for decades symbolized the speed with which a nuclear weapon could be launched, and the unchecked power of the person doing the pushing. There is only one problem: there is no button. What's the deal with the button? William Safire, the former New York Times columnist and presidential speechwriter, tracked the origin of the phrase "finger on the button" to panic buttons found in World War II-era bombers. A pilot could ring a bell to signal that other crew members should jump from the plane because it had been damaged extensively. But the buttons were often triggered prematurely or unnecessarily by jittery pilots. The expression is commonly used to mean ready to launch an atomic war, but the writer added in Safire's political dictionary that it is also a scare phrase used in attacking candidates during presidential elections. President Lyndon B. Johnson told Barry M. Goldwater, his Republican opponent in 1964, that a leader must do anything that is honorable to avoid pulling the trigger, mashing that button that will blow up the world. Richard M. Nixon told advisors during the Vietnam War that he wanted the North Vietnamese to believe he was an unpredictable madman who could not be restrained when he is angry, and he has his hand on the nuclear button. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. During the 2016 presidential election, Hillary Clinton said of her opponent, "Trump shall have his finger on the button, or his hands on our economy." How would Trump launch an attack? Each nuclear-capable country has its own system for launching a strike, but most rely on the head of government first confirming his or her identity and then authorizing an attack. Despite Trump's tweet that he has a much bigger and more powerful button than Kim, the fact is, there is no button. There is, however, a football. Except the football is actually a briefcase. The 20 kilograms briefcase, known as the nuclear football, accompanies the president wherever he goes. It is carried at all times by one of 5 military aides, representing each branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Inside the case is an instructional guide to carrying out a strike, including a list of locations that can be targeted by the 900 nuclear weapons.